Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of the Dark River, homebrew D&D campaign written by me, your wonderful DM, Chris. And these are my lovely players. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Nice. Nice.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, so last time we left our investigators, they had just met a mysterious, tall, white-haired, kind of a behemoth of a man, who at first glance seemed a little, how do I say, out of his depth, uh, and also met his charge, a young musician pop star named Ali Donna, a young woman who was in town for a concert that was happening. Um, the group had been called in by their handler and friend Threll Morgriff to act as their Ali's security detail for a gala that was happening the next night. With some introductions made and some, frankly, surprising stealth and subterfuge being done by Valentier, who obviously was not everything he made himself out to be. We come back to the same night. This would be around, at this point, I would say 5 p.m. At night. Val, you've done enough of your. You've actually gone through the archives. You've done some investigating of the archives and also the investigating of some R&D at the college, and also met Tima Ganba, the director of research and development at the Northern College Arcanum, who your mysterious benefactors are looking to recruit into their organization. At this point, around 5 o'clock, what would you be doing?
Probably just finished up eating some sort of early dinner.
Okay.
What time would the concert be at?
The concert would probably start around 7:30 p.m. So you've got like 2.5 hours maybe. But you would probably have to be there by, I would say, 6:30 to meet up with Ali, who is going to do rehearsals.
Okay, so I'll probably, he wouldn't really know what to do, so he'd probably just go sit in the lobby of Ali's hotel or something, wherever she would be.
Okay. Okay, cool. You go to the lobby of the hotel, and it's a fairly grand limestone building. It's about 10, 11 from the outside. It looks like it's 11 floors. There are brass battlements at the top that are like so old that they've gone brass green. You know, like when they like tarnish. But it looks very grand, and the front facings are all like immaculately clean. The cobblestone pathing on the street are, meticulously cleaned every day, and the valet station, all of the pillars are all, like brass adorned limestone. And at the top you see like brass letter, like brass letters in Old Gothic that say the Fort Garry Hotel. When you go inside, it's grand. There, like it feels like old world, like circa 1900s, like prohibition. Sorry, probation.
Yeah, probation.
Pro-
My favorite era.
prohibition, like
Probation era.
prohibition, like bougie, like marble, like effacements on the floors, like like gold accents around along the main halls. There's a sit down restaurant at the back of the past the concierge desks, and it looks super fancy. Everybody who, like, most of the people who walk in here are in like fancy dress. There seems to be like people in like evening wear that are going up to the elevators, completely bypassing the front desk. There's a sign near the elevators that say the Boscovich and Dela Cruz wedding on the third floor. And you see, like, you kind of surmise that like there is some sort of event happening tonight. But you look fairly out of place, but there are people who are also walking in very casual dress, going to the sit down restaurant at the back. You sit there for a while, and suddenly you hear like foots, like the clip clop of like heavy footsteps, like in very expensive loafers, coming towards you. And you see a older an older elf man, brown hair, swept back but like short, kind of like a longer, like hooked nose a little bit. So he kind of looks like a 1940s Spanish dandy, if you could see that. He also has like a few earrings, just simple gold earrings on his left ear. He's wearing a very well pressed blazer, and he has the pin for the hotel, and his name tag says Lucas. And he says, "Hello.
Hello.
Can I help you with anything, sir? You've been sitting here for about half an hour now."
Oh, I'm just waiting on a client as well.
A client.
Oh yes, I do bodyguard service. I'm waiting on someone to come down.
Sir, I don't think that the Fort Garry Hotel is very welcoming to people who offer your kind of services.
I'm here for Allie, the rock star.
I understand that, and we will have to talk to her about bringing in escorts.
No. I am personal bodyguard. Like I defend her. Not no.
And
as in, if somebody tries to attack her, I beat the shit out of them. You know.
you wouldn't happen to have anything to corroborate that, would you, sir? Forgive me for saying, but the hotel has a very specific clientele, and pardon me saying this, but you do not look like usual high-end security.
I'll just take out my phone and I'll call Allie.
She like picks up within 2 rings, and she says, "Hi, what's up?"
I am in the lobby of your hotel, and the man is trying to kick me out.
Okay, give him the phone.
Here you go, Lucas.
And he looks at the phone for a moment, and then he takes the phone and he's just like staring at it for maybe like a few seconds, and then he puts it up to his ear, and he says, hello. Yes, my deepest apologies, Miss Donna. Yes, absolutely. No, yeah, yep. We will, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for understanding. You have yourself a great evening, ma'am. And he looks at the phone and hands it back to you, and he's pale as a ghost now.
I'll take my phone back, hang up, stand up. How tall is he?
Lucas is about 5'9".
Okay, so I'm a good couple inches taller than him.
Mm-hmm.
I just stand up and like lean down right next to his ear, and I just go, "Don't ever tell me how to do my job again." Okay?
Make an intimidation check with advantage, please.
Advantage. Ooh. That's a natural 20 for a 28.
Hey, you know what? Wasn't me this time.
I can take a picture if you want it. It's on my critical roll die.
Please. You know, guys, it's like feels good to be in the presence of people who will just get natural 20s on a whim,
That's the first time that die has rolled a natural 20 in like so many years.
So with a natural 20,
total 28, by the way.
for a 28 on intimidation, it's like
I hope he's wearing his brown pants.
he takes the slowest and most audible gulp of like saliva that you've ever heard in your life. He's like, of course, sir. She said that if you would like, you could go to the second floor VIP bar, and we will comp your any beverages or food that you might want before you head off to work.
And I'll take a step back. Thank you, Lucas. And I'll just walk away.
You don't see it, but you hear like the clop, like very hurried like tapping of his shoes across the marble, and he like runs and like hides behind like the front desk. Like what's your passive perception?
My passive perception?
Mm-hmm.
13. Not great.
Yeah, even with that, you see like a few of the people who are like a few of the younger women, like there's a group of younger women that are waiting in line at like the entrance to the restaurant, and they've all been kind of like eyeing you. Some of them are a little bit older, around your age. Some of them are a little bit younger, but they're all looking at you like impressed. and like a little bit like, you know, because you basically told this guy who has been kind of like honestly a terror since he started working as like the front desk manager, and like he is now hiding away at the front desk.
Love it.
But so where would you want to go?
Let's go hang out in the VIP lounge, have a couple drinks.
Okay, cool.
Wait for Halfling.
Head up to the second floor lounge, and when you get out, it's nice. It's super nice. It's styled in kind of like a like a Parisian boulangerie, which is like a kind of like a speakeasy, kind of like a casual like salon almost. So there's like nice cushioned chairs, chaise lounges, and like lacquered oak bar that is like meticulously kept up. And all of the waiters, at all of the bartenders, all the wait staff are all in like pressed, perfect, like uniform. And as you go in, you see like men and women in bespoke suits, like super expensive adornments. Some women are wearing jewelry that has to be at least like 50 grand. And some of them give you like the weird look, like, what are you doing in the VIP lounge? And there's a few tables, there's a few booths at like the perimeter of the bar open, and then that are like well lit, and like there's candle like little tea candles that are lighting up, and then there's also like a few stools at the bar like that are open.
Okay, I'll just go sit at the bar.
Cool. You go sit at the bar, and the bartender, who is a dragonborn, green scaled, tall, very tall, around, you kind of have the feeling he might be like a few inches taller than you. Looks very bulky, very muscular, but like is cleaning like a very delicate like champagne flute with like a rag, and it's like he's holding it very delicately, cleaning it, doing well, and he says, what can I get you?
Just a rum and coke, please.
You got it. And he like saunters away, starts making your drink. And as you're talking, or as you're sitting there just waiting for your drink, it's not long before you get it, and it's, you know, adorned very well. There's like a garnish of a black sour cherry, and then when you take a swig of it, it's not regular Coca-Cola. It's a little
RC.
It's sweeter, like it's almost like raw sugar instead of like the processed Coca-Cola.
Okay, sweet.
So it gives like a little bit more of a depth of flavor and like a brighter sweetness, and then mixed with like a spiced rum that like honestly tastes super expensive.
Oh man, I can't wait for Lucas to pay for this.
And the bartender doesn't really make conversation with you. I think you would think you have a feeling he's like not paid to do that. He's paid to just give a service.
Serve.
Yeah. But as you're like nursing this drink, someone takes a seat on the stool beside you. You look, and it's a pale-skinned man, kind of the same body type as Davis. A little bit lanky, a little bit like athletic, and fairly tall, about 5'11", bright red hair, and freckles across like the cheekbones and the nose. Smiles at you. Say, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh, hello. How's it going?
Not bad. Tough day at work, but
And mine is just about to start, so.
Sweet. Awesome. And when he sits down, he waves down the bartender and asks for just an old fashioned, and
Good choice.
but then he asks for a candied orange garnish. And then the bartender kind of like looks, and then looks intrigued for a second, and then like nods. He takes an orange slice, and then dips it in sugar, and immediately and like a little like flame roasts
Nice.
the orange and caramelizes it like almost instantly, and then he puts it in the old fashioned.
Sick.
Do all the rest of the people that don't have the veil like broken just see him use a lighter? Because that's what I'm imagining in my head. You're just like,
well, I mean, Val would be welcome
Or like
to
a
do
torch.
Perception check.
yeah, he's got like a creme brulee torch.
He's just like, he takes a little piece of like a little bit of alcohol, and he just like has like a little match of, like does like the fire blower trick.
Like a circus trick.
And everybody's like, "Oh, that's so neat."
Yeah. Ooh, beautiful. Ooh, yes. But Val, you're very welcome to do a perception
And
check.
he's confused because it's just like, wait, what?
Perception check?
Oh, I just re-thought. Oh, wait.
Did you say perception check?
Yes.
19.
19. You take a furtive glance around the room. No one in the room has the illusion over their vision.
So everyone can see what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And then the man turns to you again, nursing his drink. He says, "I apologize. I didn't realize that like I've never actually met you in person. It's always just on the phone."
Oh, do I recognize the voice?
Yeah.
That's funny.
And he says, "Good work today."
Oh, did she contact you?
She did.
Good.
It's gonna take some convincing, but she seems intrigued.
That's good. I told her secrecy is of utmost importance to it, so.
I mean, and he says, she seems like the type to keep everything close to the chest. I mean, if she's the director of research and development, she has to.
She seemed very guarded when I was there.
And he chuckles and he says, "Yeah, she tried to hack my phone while she was talking to me."
Nice.
Yeah, I like her. We'll see how Caius likes her when he's back.
It's a great band.
It's kind of what I'm here to talk to you about.
Okay.
We lost contact with Caius.
Let's contact Caius.
Yeah.
Where?
Some stupid backwater like demiplane near Romania here.
That is a little far.
Yeah, I know. But he was there to pick up another recruit, kind of help her solve a problem that she'd been dealing with. He kind of wants to bring her into the fold because she's also, her mom is a planeswalker, and she's got some pretty intense powers that we kind of want to test out.
That makes sense, yeah. When did you lose contact?
Yesterday.
Good.
Yeah. I have no doubt about Caius's abilities, but just keep in mind with the work that we're doing here, I might not be able to go myself, so I might end up asking you to go and probably give him some backup.
Okay. Sure. If you can find a way to spin it, we might be able to convince some of these PD people here to join me.
You're funny.
He says, I think we might be able to do that.
Good. They seem very interesting. I haven't met all of them yet, but a very abrasive group.
Yeah, I mean, they've got potential.
We'll see how they do tomorrow.
Yeah. Just be careful of them. Don't hurt them, but be careful. They tend to ask a lot of questions.
Of course.
But anyways, since you were so good at getting Tima intrigued into what we're doing, I got another name for you. And this is going to be the long run and the long game for you, okay?
Okay.
I want to know what Alexander Wallace is up to.
Alexander Wallace.
Alexander Wallace.
Now, remind me, Kevin.
Alexander Wallace is the local. So the Northern College has a high director. She is at the top. Mm-hmm. Her name is Alexandra Frozen Tree. She is a elf woman who's been alive for almost 800 years. She is by far the most knowledgeable magic user in Canada. Not the most powerful, but the most knowledgeable. And every city every major city has its own branch of the Northern College Arcanum, and Alexander Wallace is the director of this city's branch.
Ooh, okay. So the director of the branch. Got it.
And Isaac continues and says, I don't know, I've been here about 2 months now, and I'm getting a little worried about men like him being in power, because that never seems to be a good thing.
Oh, he was the dude that wrote the paper.
Yeah.
That I read, the doctor paper.
Mm-hmm.
Me just now looking at my notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not that. You know, I read the research paper he had.
Yeah, the man kind of like apparently revolutionized the whole use of a Faustian engine, kind of like propelling the Northern College into what it is today.
So what is it you want to know from him?
A lot of people close to him and opposing him back 15 years ago, a lot of them disappeared. Back when I was a normal kid, my dad used to know him. My dad was an asshole drunk, but he knew him. And then my dad opposed him on something, and my dad disappeared. And that seems like a pattern.
So this is personal for you then?
No. I'm concerned about why something like these kidnappings have been going on for so long, and yet the most powerful man in the city, most powerful magic user in the city, can't do shit about it. So I want to know what he's up to that's so fucking important that he can't help the people of this fucking city.
He's making delicious sandwiches.
He volunteers at the soup kitchen.
He has a food truck with like great cubanos.
Oh man. I would hate him just a little less. Stone grounds his own fucking mustard. Like, super artisan.
But Isaac continues and he says, I understand that it's going to be a little bit of work to get even remotely close to this guy, but if there's anybody I can trust right now, it's you. Especially with Caius out MIA.
Okay, I will work on it.
Awesome, dude. And he lifts up his Collins glass with his drink, and holds it up for you to clink.
Think.
Question.
Yeah.
Above table.
Hmm?
Caius, you do know that is an act. Like, I'm in my head, I'm like, wait a minute. That's an action. Besides being a fantastic Palm Desert rock band, they're named after something. I'm putting two and two together here. Okay. I'm gonna make a note of my crazy Charlie Day murder board notebook.
It's this.
I've connected the dots.
I'm connecting them. I've connected them.
I connected them.
That's funny.
I think I'm crazy. I'm actually going to make a note.
So you both cheers your drinks, and then Isaac finishes off his drink and tosses a 50 onto the bar, and then gets up, claps you on the shoulder, and you can feel like you're strong, but like for someone who looks as like lean and like swimmer's build as Isaac, his grip is a little worryingly strong. And he says, "Be careful."
You too.
And he leans in and he says, "Wanderers are family."
Wanderers are family.
And he nods, and he walks. He walks out. Afterwards, it's about, I want to say like 6:10, 6:15. Almost time for you to head out to the arena where Ali is performing, and it's only like a 20-minute walk from the hotel.
Great.
You get to the front, and there's like a weird cul-de-sac kind of like thing. It's like a little mezzanine where the ticket booths are, and you completely push past them. You're like, you've seen these people before, and most of the people who are running the event know who you are, and you have like a name tag that says like security, and you head into the arena, and it's usually like, what this place is like basically it's an ice hockey arena, but like it can be changed and interchanged and rebuilt into a concert hall.
It's the Garden.
It basically, yeah. It's like
that's how it is.
Yeah. Basically, like it's Winnipeg's version of
that's awesome.
MSG.
Now I need to see it.
And you can see that like a full third of the entire arena has completely changed. There's like a gigantic stage with like large curtains, like lighting, scaffolding, and everything for this performance. And there are people running around, like PAs, and like Ali and the band are on the stage, and they're like going through some last minute stuff and like doing some last minute rehearsing. And you hear like snippets of the song, like a song that they're doing, and it's like Paramore meets like Fiona Apple.
Oh, I'm down with that combo.
And it's like sad, but like a little bit like jaunty, like depressing pop rock.
Give me some shadow boxing.
Yeah, basically. And give me a perception check.
Perception check. 10.
I mean, where you're standing is pretty far from the stage, so you kind of like can't catch what's happening until like you hear like scaffolding kind of like buckle, and then someone, like, you see like a worker like start to fall, and it's kind of like in slow motion, and it's like as like Ali is going through like a particularly like high energy note, but you see she's singing, and then suddenly she sees the guy like falling from the scaffolding, and then she like looks intent, and then her eyes start to like smoke, and then you see a wave of like iridescent blue energy like boom out from the mic and then shoot off towards the guy, wrap him up, and he starts slowing down midair.
I'm gonna run underneath him.
And you run underneath him, and it's like it takes you like a good like 11 seconds to get to this guy. He was about like from where you were to where he was falling. It was about like I want to say a good like 65 feet, but you dash and you're like, huh, 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 and then you have to jump over like a barrier at the bottom for where the floor seats are, and then you get under him, and he's still 20 feet above you, and he's very slowly falling. And then finally he like lands in your hands, and he is like sweating and a little like terrified and a little bit confused as to why he's not dead.
Oh, can you believe I made it in time? You were falling very fast.
And he says, yeah, sorry, I lost my footing on the scaffolding, and I guess my like I guess my line wasn't secured. Yeah.
Are you okay? I set him on his feet.
And he's like, yeah. And this kid looks young. He looks like he's like maybe 20. Like brownish skin, a little bit of a bulbous nose, kind of greasy hair underneath like the hard hat. And like a few like burgeoning like and like some acne that's like actively like going away. It's like fading. And he says, yeah, wow, that was so weird. I feel like I should have been a goner. I really feel like I should have been.
Dude, from my perspective, I was running and you were falling in like slow motion. I was like, oh, get there.
And he says,
but I made it in time. Were you good?
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Of course.
Listen, don't tell this happened. So don't tell anyone this happened. My supervisor would like whoop my ass if like he found out I lost my footing and my line wasn't secured.
Yes, of course. Your secret is safe with me.
Awesome, cool. And he like you see him like start to wander off, like scratching his head, like I really should have fallen. I really should have gotten hurt. But he like wanders off, heads back to like the scaffolding, like climbs back up, and you see him this time. He like really makes sure that his line is secure, his carabiners are like properly like connected and everything. And then you see like a lot of other people are like, some of the PAs are looking, and like Allie's looking at you smirking and like smiling, and she like winks at you from the stage like, shh.
Yeah, I'll start talking to the PAs. It's like, oh man, that felt like it took forever, huh? It happens so fast. You get that adrenaline rush,
Oh shit! I keep forgetting. Where's my fucking dice? Hold on, I'll be right back. 1 sec.
Got him.
You got him.
Today's episode is
sponsored by water.
Water.
Drink more. Oh, we're at it.
Because some of those PAs saw
Stay
Allie
thirsty, y'all.
doing that. 3 PAs were looking as Allie was casting that spell. Ooh, okay. Okay. One more. Okay.
What that means.
So you kind of like see that, and then the rehearsal goes off without a hitch. And Allie pulls the band and you backstage to really get set up and ready for the performance that night. At which point we are going to switch over to Davis.
Okay.
Davis, it's around, I want to say 6:40 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you're having a quiet night in with Oleg.
Yeah, I mean, I came back from all the to do with Allie and you know, Gooseman, and yeah, I came back and I assumed that like I found Oleg like still at his desk playing whatever game he's playing because I don't know what he plays. I assume it's something that it holds that needs a lot of concentration. Like I don't know, Overwatch, Call of Duty, Fortnite. So he seems like that kind of guy, and he seems a little bit like a dude bro sometimes. So
Well, yes, but for this particular night, he's actually he's playing Diablo 3.
oh, okay, nice. That's a good grindy game.
Yeah,
That's a good
and
like
he's
I got I'm sucked into it, and all I have is tunnel vision.
yes. So
I picture
basically,
he's got like 4 like energy drinks like around him, like he's already like chugged them.
no, because he has like, I mean, as a werewolf, he has like a large store of energy. So like you left him in a certain position and he has not left it, but like all that's changed is that he grabbed a bunch of like a huge bag of like spicy nacho kale chips, and it's just like
That's
it's like ripped
delicious.
open like he cut it open with scissors and like spread it open on the table, and he's just like picking at them like.
Mm-hmm.
But
That
he
sounds
has
good now. I
not
want
left
some.
that spot.
I'll open the door, like see him, and just like is he still like hunching over?
Oh yeah. He has not heard you either. He has his headphones like on, and he's blasting music.
Yeah. And I'll just like come over to him and like take that like left headphone off and be like, "What are you doing?"
And he just like jolt, like he doesn't jolt, but it's like you look down and you see an elongated fang, like like coming out like the top of his mouth, and then he looks over at you, and he's like, it just completely like it like pops back out, like pops back and like turns back into a regular incisor, and he's like pulls off the headphones like, oh hey, everything okay?
Have you been
like,
here this? Yeah, it's fine. Have you been just here the whole time?
I'm on a I'm on a GR push right now. I'm on GR 148, and I can stop. I can stop for the day.
I'll just go over to where I know the pause button is and just hit it.
And it like pauses, and he's like, okay, message received.
Just like, come on.
And then
I'm gonna go make some popcorn.
okay, awesome.
Go pick a movie.
And so as you're making popcorn, he picks out like a few movies, and then you hear his phone, like a text message pop off on his phone. And then he says, so hey,
yeah.
Do you know an Ali Donna?
He can like audibly hear me breathe like sharply in the like kitchen as I'm like making the popcorn. Yes. Like steam coming out of a pressure cooker.
So I just got a text message from Lonnie, and we have box seats. Some of the kids are going. Some of the wolves are going, but it's our whole box seat for something. I guess like she's having a performance tonight.
You want to go?
And you see him like you see him from like the kitchen, because like your part, like his condo is like fairly open concept, and you see him standing there, and he's just like kind of vibrating with excitement a little bit, and he's
I just put the bag of popcorn down that I haven't even put in the microwave yet. And I just like turned to him. I just turned to him and I'm like, go get some pants on. Jesus.
And he's like, immediately, the moment you say get some pants on, he immediately like runs to the bedroom. And it's not even like maybe 10 minutes before he comes out, and he has a t-shirt that is Ali X and the Donnas.
Oh, you're a fanboy.
He's like, it's Ali and the Donnas.
Ali X.
And he's like, he's like, the kids love her, and I decided I was gonna listen to some of the music, and it's catchy and fun and good. And he's like, are we ready? Are we ready?
Yeah, but I just put my jacket back on. I'll go into the closet and get like a jean jacket and be like, okay, put my boots back on, and because I wear like, you know, the loosely laced like Doc Martens, and and so I just put my boots back on with my fucking like, I don't even know what kind of pants I'm wearing today. Probably some like dark gray like camo, or dark gray like cargo pants or whatever. Okay. And I think I had, what is that t-shirt that I had? I think I had like a Ramones t-shirt on.
I think you did.
Like that. Yeah, like a Ramones t-shirt. And I was like, okay, and I make sure to grab my badge. I don't even grab a gun.
Okay.
No, that would be a bad move. I go into the bedroom and I go into my safe and I put on an ankle gun just in case.
Okay, sweet.
I don't bring the biggins, because I'm just like, we're going to a concert. What's the worst that can happen? Wink. Wink. So yeah, and then I'm like, okay, come on, let's go.
And
we gotta go pick up. How many kids are going? How many kids do we have to pick up?
He says, oh well, we have half of one of the box seats, so it's about there's about 12 seats altogether. So it's gonna be me, you. Well, I'm bringing you. Doesn't matter. Me, you. I think Dante. I think Adrian, and I think Dante and Adrian are bringing dates too, so that leaves another 6 kids. So,
do you guys have transportation? Does the Brownstones have transportation?
yeah, and it's
okay. I was gonna say if not, I could probably call for like a van or something.
Party bus.
Party bus.
boom, 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 boom. No, no Vanga Boys. No.
What?
Cool.
I got. I just don't say.
I was like,
But I got it.
I could get a van or something if that wasn't the case.
And he says, "No, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
Adrian has an SUV, 6 kids, whatever."
Okay, cool.
And he immediately, like, as soon as you're ready to go, like, he is basically like jumping on the spot, like he's so raring to go. And you get to the stadium as like it's starting to pour in and people are coming in, and you get led up to this like really nice little mezzanine area at like the you have to go up to a 3rd floor, and then that's where the box seats are, and you're in the box seat closest to the stage. Some of them are like closed off because it's behind the stage, and like there's no point in doing that. So you get there, and you immediately walk in, and it's like this 20 by about 30 foot little like section where like when you walk in, there's a mini bar and like a little buffet set up, and everything is complimentary. So free food, free drinks, free pop, and like the seats are super nice. They recline, and like they're super close. So.
And how many kids are with us? You said
6.
Like, what? 6? I will take out my phone. I will make a group text message with Val and Allie, and I go, "Hey guys, I have a big favor to ask. I have some kids here who are big fans, one of which is also a full-grown man who is also a kid, and wondering after the show if it would be possible if we could come backstage and they can meet you." Send text.
Val, you get a text message saying that from Davis. There's 7 kids who would like to meet Allie and the band afterwards, if that was possible.
Are we still in the setup backstage hanging out?
Basically, yeah. You're almost done. Allie, who for some reason has like taken like she for some reason like you've never seen her in this element before, but she's taking over the whole event direction. She's telling PAs where to go. She's telling people like where to bring equipment and like how equipment's supposed to be set up, how everyone's like the bass guitarist and the backup guitar needs to be tuned to each of the roadies. And she just seems like very capable for someone who is like 24 and just a pop star.
Yeah.
Sorry, 1 second.
It's okay.
That's been a second, sir.
So I will. I'll walk up to Allie. I'll just tap her on the shoulder.
And you tap her on the shoulder, and she turns through, and she's like, "Hey, what's up?"
Hey, the man we met yesterday, Davis. He is here with some kids, and he was wondering if they could meet you after the show.
Oh yeah, he has kids?
I don't think so, but he's here with kids.
Why is he here with kids?
I have no idea, but it would be a nice thing, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. Tell him it's fine. Yeah, and then just find out where he is, and then near the end of the performance, just go get him. But
Okay, I will.
And she's just like, why is he with kids? He doesn't have kids. That's weird.
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
And she kind of like, she's that thing like she's like, ugh, like she doesn't understand, and she's just like, her mind's going through all of like the worst case scenarios.
Yeah.
Also, we should talk later about what happened earlier. But we can do that in more discretion on our way back, maybe.
Sure, of course.
Yeah.
So as the performance goes on, or as it gets closer, the opening band is this like new wave British punk rock band that like, that's a natural one. They're terrible. You don't like them. They're a little too pretentious and a little bit too unpolished for your discerning punk rock tastes with your Ramones t-shirt and like untied Doc Martens and combat pants. And that's the first one. The second opener, the second opening band, they're a local band from Ontario. They're a little more folky, but they're like it sounds like they're experimenting with folk and punk, which
is a thing.
Which happens, but it's. I'm not gonna lie, and I'm gonna take a picture of this before, later, so I can show you guys. But they got a natural 20 on performance.
Nice.
Okay.
See, not
so that's
the only
second one.
Second,
I'm not the only one. Thank you.
People are gonna be so confused when they watch
this. They perform and they're really good. Like,
there's already took my. Wait a minute. We're in what year is this?
2018.
Oh, okay, never mind. I will make a note in my my phone for You said wait a minute. You said 2018?
Yeah, 2018. Yes.
Oh, I would have hit the Google mic and just put the thing up so it searches.
Oh, yeah.
Their music. Searches their music and it immediately pops it up for me, and I'll just save it.
Yeah. So you do that, and the band is called Ill Met by Gunfight.
I really like them.
And then the song is called the particular song that you're listening to right now is called Hers Forever. And it's really good. It's a little jaunty, and there's a really crazy guitar riff break near the end, and it's high energy and it's getting everybody super pumped up. Val, you hear the same one and you're just kind of the lights, the sounds, and you actually see Allie in a hidden part of the the backstage, and she is adding dancing lights. She throws in what you assume is a minor illusion of an aurora borealis above the stage.
David, aurora borealis, how did he get here?
Yeah, David, aurora no.
That hurt me. I felt physical pain from that.
Dude, it's my
Yikes.
That's my one. That's my one.
Oh my god.
You're one for the night.
That's my one for the DM marks it down. That's Scully's one.
Yeah.
After that, he gets psychic damage.
Excuse you. It was 3d6 of psychic damage. Okay?
Damage.
But after that, after that really terrible first act, where no one was like dancing, everybody was like leaving the floor to go get some beers and not come back, and then coming back to the second act.
Your band's so bad it makes me drink.
And, like, they're making the first band was making a pretty good effort, and then the second band, like, they follow, and it wasn't hard to follow, but like they also knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. People are just like screaming and like cheering. The whole floor is like jumping, and Val, you're hearing it, and you're pretty impressed by the second band, and then like the intermission before Allie goes on, and make me a perception check, please.
Is it another one? Okay. Point.
That's great.
Proven.
You know, like,
I haven't rolled a single die tonight.
Wait, you did?
No, I haven't.
Oh. Well, you know what? Give me a perception check, please.
It's going to be a nat one.
Wait, what?
Shut up.
6.
Okay. It's like, shut up. A 6?
It's a 6. A 6.
You're a little too far away to see what happens. But Val, at where you are, like, at the stage, and you're kind of like hanging out at the right above the barrier, like where like it separates the stage from like the people on the floor with like the floor seats. You see you catch a glimpse of something.
I got a 13 altogether with
13
stats.
I
got 13.
Yeah, even from this far away, it's
I'm also like
hard.
Bleacher seats or whatever.
Yeah, like they're basically like they're kind of like nosebleed seats, but a little bit better. But you're still about 60 feet away from like the floor.
Yeah.
So, Val, you see in the crowd, like in the floor crowd, you don't know if it's a trick of the eye, but you kind of you see someone like in a cloak.
Cloaks are cool. It is a
like
concert.
A hooded cloak, hood on, just, and you kind of like see almost a face, and you can just make out eyes like staring up at the stage, not bustling about, and the people around on the floor are like kind of like, it's almost like a stream of water, and like this person is a rock right in the middle of that stream. Everything is just moving around them, and they're not like, they're just like,
it seems like they're waiting for someone. Or that they're staring at something in particular.
More staring at something in particular.
And I try to eye what they're looking at.
Give me a straight intelligence check, please.
They're just really
8.
big. They're just really big Stevie Nicks fans.
Yeah, like they're just really into that whole new age pop punk witch scene, you know?
Yeah, they're just really, really into Stevie Nicks, man. They're
Yeah.
just there. They're nothing. Carrying a tambourine.
You kind of try to like follow the line of sight. But you can't really see what they're looking at. You just know that they're looking like not at the stage, but like at the scaffolding above the stage.
Like where the guy was?
Yeah.
Before the concert?
Yeah.
Can I look up there? What's going on?
Nothing. There's no one there. There's just lights. There are some like little. They look like canisters, like tapered canisters, and Allie explained to you that like the canisters are to like billow out smoke. They're like smoke machines, but they're just kind of like. And every so often, even in like the blinking strobe lights, you almost have the feeling that their mouth is moving, but you can't tell for sure.
No somatic components.
They're casting a spell. But I can't do that.
I cast punchy stabby. At the nth degree.
So there's like just like in the crowd, and I'm like up on the stairs.
Yeah, you're like on the like little like it's like a 4-step thing that goes up to the stage, to like from the barrier.
How far away are they from me?
Not significantly far. They're maybe 30 feet.
Okay. I'm gonna point at them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast command.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say approach, which if he fails his wisdom saving throw,
okay, then
he moves towards me in the shortest and most direct route, ending his turn within 5 feet of me.
Okay. What's your DC?
16.
16. That's cocked. Nope. He got a 5.
So I just point at him and I say approach.
You see, like, you point at him, you say approach, and he kind of like, his eyes like snap to you, and he immediately like starts like pushing through the crowd. And then he gets to the barrier and he starts to try to climb it, and then the rest of the security like kind of like converge on him.
I'll walk up too.
Okay. And you can hear like the security guys are like, whoa, what the fuck do you think you're doing, man? Get the fuck back there. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, trying to get him to stay. And he's trying to like get over the barrier.
And as soon as I get within 5 feet of him, the command drops.
Breaks.
Yeah.
The command breaks, and he looks at you, and he like eyes widen a little bit, and then 6 seconds. You can see like he brings up his hands and starts mouthing new words.
Oh God. I can't do anything. I punch him in the face.
Okay, you punch him. Roll a d6 and add your strength mod. Or d4, sorry.
6 damage total.
6 damage. He drops. You punch him, he immediately like
I'll like catch his shirt and I'll pull him and I'll just lift him like over.
And like
I'll carry him out.
Like a sack of potatoes.
He like literally drops like a sack of potatoes, and like people at the front who are like we're getting like kind of like yo like trying to pull him and getting angry with he's trying to push to the front. Like you clock him, he goes limp, and they're like, yo, world star, yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Glad I got the crowd approval.
Winnipeggers are a rowdy fucking bunch. Just gonna tell you.
That is almost like there's this great performance from Queens of the Stone Age, and Josh Homme's playing. And this guy is being a real fuck. And so the guy doesn't even see it coming, and fucking Josh Homme is playing guitar as he's playing and singing, just walks over and fucking kicks him right in the face. The guy just goes, you can just see it on camera, he just goes down, doesn't miss a fucking beat. Not even a beat. This guy was being a real fuck. And just like
I'll have to look
in the most rock star way. Like in the most like rock star way possible. He just walks over and is just like, bam! I'm just like, oh! I'm just like, ah!
Yeah. It's kind of like that, even though you're not playing anything. You're just like, he walks up to you.
He starts muttering.
He just like, whack! And then he just drops. You pull him out, and like, you can see like blood pouring down his nose.
Then I'll drop a hit point into him so he doesn't die.
It's like what if he dies? So yeah, you pop a hit point into him. He like, are you getting him to wake up or like?
No, I'm not waking him up.
Okay.
I'm just.
You're stabilizing him. Okay, cool. So you drag him off into backstage into like a area where you can like no one's gonna see you. Are you restraining him somehow, or are you just gonna leave him there?
Yeah, I'm gonna tie him up to a chair or something.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, and by that time, like Allie and her band are like getting ready to get on stage, and they're like, people are like the loud like impossibly loud loudspeaker starts blaring out like, ladies and gentlemen, like put your hands together for Allie and the Donnas, and people are like the whole stadium is just like, it's a roar of like cheering. Davis, the 6 kids, like they're all fairly like preteen to teenagers, and they're all like, ah! Like you gave them the first row on the balcony
absolutely.
seats, and you, Oleg, Dante, Malia, Adrian, and Talia are all like in various states of excitement. Oleg is on his feet, like in the middle of the, like it's an aisle splitting the two section, like the two halves of this section, and he is there, and he's just like holding onto the railing, like gripping it super hard, and just like, yeah, like screaming, like losing his mind.
I'm just like, I have like a plate of hors d'oeuvres, and I'm just like,
just casually watching.
It's
casually watching.
It's basic, like the food is like, you got served pulled pork sliders, coleslaw, like, and whatever pop that you want.
Yeah, Davis didn't have time to have dinner or anything to eat today. I think breakfast. I think only made breakfast.
I think breakfast
at like 10 o'clock, and he's like, "I'm so happy he's happy. My blood sugar is crashing."
I'm so tired.
I haven't eaten since this morning, and all I've had is coffee.
I'm
just like sliders.
He's like,
And I'm just like, He's so happy that like Willing's happy that the kids are happy and all. Everybody else is excited. It's not. I mean, he's not enjoying the music. It's not particularly his cup of tea. But like he's he's the boyfriend that is like, as long as they're happy, I'm happy.
The supportive, yeah.
This is making them happy, so like I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not. It's not like god awful. It's not the first band, and it's even better than the second band. I'm just not like probably a fangirl.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the first set of songs are like very good. Even like, and you're like, you find yourself like nodding along.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second part, like the second third of the set is like, like these are not really my thing, but it's good. Like people are enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then the last like 4 songs, including the encore, are like, you've never heard these songs before, but you're kind of like, yeah, you're like grooving along. You're like, yeah, this is great, blah blah blah. Like, and you're like, oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna, yeah, like this is awesome. And you find yourself like, kind of like dancing along. Now that you've had food in you, especially, like you're starting to get your energy back up, and
carbohydrates have finally hit me. Like, oh, finally I feel better.
Like the kids are dancing. Even like Adrian, Dante, Malia, and like Talia are all like, oh yeah, cool. Like this is not bad. Like they're really enjoying it. They got a natural 20. The last thing. So a performance of a combined.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're just like, yeah. You're like, this is really good. Like you're really enjoying it. It's like, it's crazy. I do like it. And like at one point of like one of their songs where Ali is talking about she's talking about fighting her demons and running away from home and then fighting actual demons. She lets out this like really crazy high note that's a little bit like Mariah Carey-ish, like a whistle note, and it's like not painful, but it's like melodic. She's just like,
and I get worried, and I'm like, oh no, somebody let her out of the ice.
And she's like, it's crazy. And then like near the end of like right before the encore and right before the last song, you get like tapped on the shoulder, and there's a waitress, and she's holding a huge like metal tray of ice cream. Like she's like, Sunday?
I just go, yes, please, thank you.
And it, like they're like huge like old school like glass peanut, like like parfait cups. They're huge, and they're like filled to the brim with like ice cream, soft serve, chocolate syrup, everything.
Nice. Before the service person leaves, I'm just like, hey, coffee?
Absolutely, sir. I'll be right back.
Please. Thank you. So, and I just like put a 20 on her thing or wherever. Just
like, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. And she like flips her. She's got like hair that's like platinum blonde, shorn short, and like styled so it's spiky and like a little bit of like a bouffant coif. And she flips it and like looks completely perfect.
I absolutely, whilst Oleg was dancing and into the show, totally went and took money out of his wallet. I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're not using my money tonight.
He's so like enthralled by this whole thing. He's been singing along to every song. And like dancing along to every song. That it's just like,
yeah, I can't imagine what this is gonna be like when I get to tell him that he's gonna go meet her. He's gonna it's gonna be like Sugar Crash. Like he might faint.
Um, so the performance ends, and like Val, like it's coming close to like the end of the performance.
I'll text Davis, like, where are your seats?
I'll say, we have the private box.
And about a minute later, the door opens or the curtain opens, whatever.
They're probably still like freaking out. They're probably still watching the show.
Oh yeah.
I'll go and meet. I'll go meet him at the door.
Okay.
Hey.
Hello. How's it going?
Not bad. The kids are loving it. Even the big kids.
Yeah. Allie was very confused why you were
They're
here.
They're not my kids. They're kids from the Brownstones.
Gotcha.
Neighborhood kids, and my partner's associates' children, asterisks, and friends, boyfriends, and other people. But yes, they're all fans, and so I thought I'd ask. Plus, there's nothing like scoring boyfriend points. I mean, honestly, so.
Yeah. Well, but she is willing to meet, so you guys can come back.
And I look at everybody and I shout because I don't know if the music's still going on.
At this point, the encore is finished up, and like it's
and
there's the general like roar of bustling crowds, but like it's fairly quiet. They can hear you.
And I go, so did you guys have a good time?
And the kids are like, yeah, blah blah blah, and like some like there's two girls who like look like the requisite like 2000s emo kids, and they're like crying. They're like,
so you had a good time. So was it too good of a time? Maybe we shouldn't go meet Allie then, right, Val? Right? Maybe.
Oh no, I don't.
You know what? Maybe it was too. You know what? No, you guys want to?
And everyone, including like all the girls, like the kids, are like, wait, what? And then immediately Oleg holds, like you hear him like crash against the back of the chair, and he's like, wait, what?
We're good. What? This is my friend Val. He's
Hello.
Head of security for Allie. And when we got here, I messaged them and I asked if we could go backstage after the show, and she said yes. So we're gonna go.
Yeah. So if you guys want to follow,
Davis and Val, please give me Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh God.
We're getting mobbed.
Oh God. So yeah, you know what? Val,
Davis, today. You have a +5.
Really?
Yes.
Excellent. Fantastic. It's a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
So 10. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Actually, so 10. My Constitution saving throw is +5, plus I'm proficient, so that's 8, 16 altogether.
Okay. And Val?
I rolled an 8.
14.
You're gonna take 3 points of thunder damage.
Thunder damage.
Because the roar of 6 teenagers plus a fully grown werewolf like rocks your insides a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Don't even say it. I see that face over there. He made a rocks my insides joke, and I was like, oh, he's thinking of a terrible joke.
And it's like
a lot of interesting innuendos.
Someone like there's teenagers who are like crying in your ears. You both get like mauled by a bunch of like kids who are Val. You've never met these kids, but they're deceptively strong. So you get like pulled up and off of your feet by like 3
oh my God.
Teenage girls. Davis, you get clung to by a bunch of 10-year-olds. and like also your very large werewolf boyfriend like hugs you and like squeezes you and lifts you up, including the kids.
Oh, the Oleg,
And he's like,
that's my back.
he's like, oh, sorry. Oh my god.
Like, okay, I have to walk to lead you there.
And they're like, okay, oh my god. And like, Val, you lead the group to the backstage area where like Allie's waiting. She's in her like, it's like a how do I say this? An A-line, like, you know, yellow dress that she was wearing while she was performing, and doesn't look like she's been like singing and jumping and like dancing across the stage.
She has not perspirated at all.
Yeah, she has not sweated a bead of sweat just during this like hour and 15-minute long performance.
Was it a robot?
And she is just like her and her three bandmates, one of which is a taller, lanky-haired girl with like deep Betty Page like black bangs and like big round glasses. She's the bass guitarist, and she is just like standing and like leaning over, and they look like
how silver some pickups of you.
And she's like leaning on Allie. Like they all look like they're on a Rolling Stones like cover magazine. They're posed that way. And immediately as soon as like Allie sees you, Val, she's like, hey guys, blah, 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 thank you so much for coming to the performance, blah, blah, blah. Like, did you like it? Did you think it was good? And immediately, like, two of the girls start crying. Some of the younger kids are a little bit, like, more excited, but they're not, like, huge fans. They just came to see a free concert. But they're like, oh my god, you're really hurt. Oh my god. And then...
I'll be right back. I have to say goodbye to my brother.
Okay. I can't really go through the description because
I will. I'll kind of walk into the room and I'll just kind of lean down and whisper to Allie. I have to go check on some security things, but I will be back in 15 minutes. I just have to take care of something real quick.
And she like nods and she's like, okay, just be careful.
Of course. I'm gonna take Davis with me when he gets back. Because I think it'd be funny.
Okay.
But I will be going back to the tied up man in the other rooms.
Okay. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Don't worry, Cassie. I haven't forgot about you.
You were the hooded figure.
You were trying to infiltrate a concert. Hang on.
I've just been in the VIP section pretending I don't know y'all.
Just sitting off to
you
the
were
side.
in the other VIP section across from them.
I saw Davis and his boyfriend and like followed by a litter of children, and I was just like, nope. I'm gonna sit right here.
It's my night off. You're like, it's my night off. I'm just gonna pretend I'm not here. Cast invisibility. Wait, invisibility last for an hour? If you did, it would have like...
I think so.
It would have lasted for the entire performance.
Just sitting all in the same box.
Like, you're just like 2 feet away. Oleg is like dancing and like jumping and like screaming. like the lyrics to every song that she plays.
I'm like trying so hard not to laugh because if I laugh, then I'll lose concentration.
That's funny.
Um, yeah,
But this is still Saturday, right?
yeah,
Saturday night.
it's the same day as like last.
Saturday.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Sorry.
So, Davis, you like the kids start getting really excited, and then Val walks over to Allie and tells her that he's going to take care of something, which she nods, and she's entertaining the kids. And they're obviously being chaperoned by like the others, like including Malia, Talia, and like Dante and them. But Malia, Val, you're taking Davis with
I'm gonna walk. I'll walk up to Davis. Do you want to help me do a interrogation?
Sure.
I figured this is not your scene.
It's not. I need a little normal. So yeah, let's go.
Sure.
Yeah.
Follow me.
I'll do a little private sector work. That's fine.
I'll lead him back to the room with the tied up man.
Would it be the first time?
I mean, you're right. Behind you, Davis.
I say it under my voice, like under my breath,
Davis and Val, give me perception checks.
Sure. Let me open up my skills. Perception. Come on, baby. Give it to me.
Yeah, 16.
That is a... Okay, fine. Here we go. Nat 1. For perception, 5, 8.
Okay. Davis, you don't notice it, but Val, you notice one of the girls, like one of the older girls hanging out with a very attractive young man who seems to be one of the chaperones. She has pin straight black hair. She's got like fuller lips, brown skin, and she looks like she is she's wearing a very tight like corset, like sleeveless like bustier thing. She looks like she's ready to go to a club. You notice her trying to follow you.
So she was hanging.
Davis. Yeah.
She was hanging out with who?
Davis's group. She was hanging out with like one of the chaperones.
I'll just stop and turn and look at her.
You stop and you turn. You like make direct eye contact with her, and she's like,
"Can I help you?"
Hi, I'm Malia. I'm Davis's friend. Where are you going?
Do I hear this?
Yes.
I hear this now?
Now you hear it.
I turn around and I go back with the kids, Malia.
You see that, like, as soon as Davis says that, her expression sours, and she's like, fine. But I want to know what's going on. She turns around, like, with a big flourish, and her hair, like, whips around, and she, like, walks, power walks back to the group. And as you...
Got quite the rowdy group of kids here.
You both see her like staring like daggers at you, like, I want to know.
I may tell her.
But you go back to the other room, and Davis, you see at this point, I'll say the man came to. At this point, he looks like he's been struggling with the restraints, but hasn't gotten free yet. He is wearing a dark hooded cloak.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as the door opens and closes, he like his head snaps up and he's like looking around and seeing two large men who probably look like they could like rip him apart, and he just like stops.
Good evening.
So, sir, this is my wonderful friend, Agent Davis, who works with the police. Do you want to tell me what you were doing before the concert tonight?
Doesn't say anything. He's just staring.
It's my day off, young person. I just had to spend 3 hours with several children and a grown man child. I've had way too much caffeine and way too much sugar. And it's my day off. And I'm doing this young man a favor. I need you to talk, please. That's if you can speak, and I am apologizing if you actually are unable to speak.
Well, considering I caught them murmuring a bit of a spell before.
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean they actually can talk. People can mutter and not actually speak. So, I mean, if you can't talk, do you know sign language or something of that nature? Do you need a pen and paper? I do have that. Can you write?
I don't know if freeing their hands would be ideal.
He has a mouth and toes. For now.
For now.
He says, he opens his mouth, and it's a little raspy. He says, I wasn't doing anything.
Really?
Contrary to belief, I believe you were.
I wasn't.
What were you going to do with those canisters?
I wasn't gonna do anything.
I'll bullshit him because I have actually no idea what any of the laws here are in Canada because I'm not from Canada, so I have no idea what any of the laws, and I just don't. But Article 17 of the Canadian law says that I can actually detain you without any probable cause overnight for 24 hours. So I need you. Well, we could strike a deal, and you can actually tell me what you were doing, or I'm just going to call for a paddy wagon, and I'm going to ship your ass to the college, and then you can deal with, a couple sorciers who can just drag it out of you without your.
And both of those are the nice way. I'm an independent contractor, and I can do what I want.
I'm going to try that. And I turned to him. Good cop, bad cop. Let's.
So, your choice.
Bad cop, worst cop.
And
it's some like Martin Riggs, like some like. Wait a minute, which one are you?
I thought I was the bad cop. No.
I thought I was the bad cop.
With the struggling, now with the struggling that this kid was trying to do, you see that the hood of the cloak has come down, and aside from the nasty swelling of a broken nose,
Val,
I had to transport him somehow.
I cast. I think I have a healing spell.
Oh, I can heal him. I just don't want to.
Please do.
I'll pump him for
Okay. You heal and you.
5.
It's like healing a broken nose isn't like the most pleasant thing either, and like accelerating
Like
that is like
resetting it.
even grosser. So like you can hear like the audible like of like the nose crunching
Snappy.
back into place to re-knit itself, and you go, and you see he's fairly young. He's like a maybe early 20s, like maybe even younger than that, like fresh 18.
Okay. All right, kid. Come on. What are you doing? Why are you doing this? What were you doing? It's easy for all of us here just for you to just say it. No as, or stuttering. Just out with it.
And he says, in my front pocket, you can find something.
I'll reach in and get it.
Okay. You pull out like a folded up piece of like brownish paper. You unfold it, and it's a scroll. It looks like a scroll, and it's a suggestion spell.
Suggestions.
Why were you in possession of this?
I found it in a library, and I thought I could use it to get Allie to notice me, and it worked on a few other people.
Are you in love with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, the crazed fanboy.
Okay. All right, kid, listen. First of all, you're how old?
19.
Okay, cool. You're college?
Yeah.
Cool. There's about 2,000 people. I don't know. Well, yeah, girl. Well, I'm not going to say who you like or don't like. There are like 2,000 or 3,000 people probably in your like vicinity. She is a pop star, and no offense to you, you're sweet. She's not going to want anything to do with you besides you being a fan. Okay? So let's be upfront about this. There are a copious amount of other people who will probably find you quite fetching and will love to give you the attention that you are looking for. This is not the place. She is not the person.
This is definitely not the way to go about it. A suggestion spell? I mean,
also, let's talk about that, because if you're going to use this on somebody else,
I mean, he has.
You need to be genuine. You need to have the person that you're trying to court to want you as you, and not you because you suggested them that they want to be with you. Right?
Yes. I guess.
Cool. Yes. There's no I guess. In the words of a wise individual, there's do and do not. There is no try.
Is that a Star Wars reference?
It
Is
is
like
a
an
Star
old
Wars
people
reference.
movie?
No, it's a good taste in movies people think. But yes, also. But you have it in you. You have it in you to find someone on your own. You don't need a suggestion spell in which to do it. This. Do you have an ID?
Yeah.
Is it in your back pocket?
Yes.
I go in his back pocket and I take it and I read it. What's his name?
Clinton Flett.
Clinton Flett.
Yeah.
Like,
Such a shrink.
Clinton Flett, 19 years old.
Or kid.
Lives lives in the shittier part of the city.
what college does he go to?
You rummage around his wallet and you see a University of Winnipeg ID. First year.
Is his dad in rehab?
Yes, his dad is in rehab.
They're
Wait
trying
a
to make me
minute.
go to rehab, and I say no.
Is it the same guy? Above him?
No.
Okay. Any relation?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
And I go, University of Winnipeg, huh?
Yeah.
What are you studying?
Mathematics.
What? Where did you find this?
The library.
Which library?
The Millennium Library downtown.
Can I ask you a question, Clinton? When you look at me, what do I look like?
I don't know, like a really hot Norwegian guy.
Good. And I literally snap a picture of his ID with my phone. I know who you are now and where you live and where you go to school. We're going to be putting you into the system. And if I hear anything like this, or if I get wind that you've decided to, I don't know, charm or suggest any other young people, I'll know. And then I will come and visit you again. And we will have a not so nice conversation.
Which will most likely start with how our relationship started. And I just hold up my fist.
I'm going to try not to do that because I don't want to abuse my powers. Because I'm actually, he's
Val is just standing here like this.
He's private sector. I can't help what he does.
I envision it to be like Kung Fu Hustle with the old lady, where she's like in the car and she's just like cracking her knuckles like one by one, just like. And I noticed the like where he lives. Mm-hmm.
Can you do an Arcana check on him?
Sure. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, Arcana. Let me take a look here. 17.
17. What exactly are you looking for?
Looking for natural magic ability.
No, none.
And I take the scroll and I take my lighter out and I light it on fire. Do not mess with things you have no knowledge about.
And he's just like, what? No, what?
You do not get to mess with any of this ever again. Are we savvy?
And he looks at the floor. I'm just be like, he's a little dejected, but he says, yes.
Does he have a phone on him in his pocket somewhere?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll take his phone out. Is it passcode or biometrics?
Biometrics.
I take his thumb and I press it to his phone.
Okay.
Unlock it and I go to his contacts and I put my phone number in.
Okay.
And I save it under, and I make sure I take a picture of us together. Click. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. And I put Constable Detective Davis Crane. Save. With that as the
profile pic.
Call it profile pic so that it comes up every time I call. I'll be checking on you every so often. Also, my phone number is in your contacts now. If you need help of any kind, call me, text me.
And he just like frowns and he says, "Okay,
Okay?
okay."
No magic. Let me just, how about this? Magic doesn't exist for you.
Meh.
Except for the magic you're going to make with some young person down the line, okay?
Okay. Magic doesn't
Okay.
exist for me.
Magic does not exist for you.
Wait, does that
And
mean
I
magic
literally-
exists for?
No.
I was gonna say.
Well, like normal magicians, yeah.
Like pulling rabbits out of hats and card tricks and coins from ears and clowns and stuff. That kind of magic. I don't know what other kind of magic you're talking about. None for you.
Okay.
Okay? And I
Yes.
will or did you put zip tie him to the chair?
Yeah.
I just snap the
Mhm.
ties off.
He's rubbing the really
How did
red
you get-
and bruised strips of flesh from the zip
Mhm.
ties. He's just like,
How'd you get here tonight?
I took a bus.
I take out my phone and I call him an Uber.
And he's just looks extremely dejected, but he knows he's not going to win this. So he just kind of can I go now?
This at all.
Yes, you can go now.
And
I'll
he's just,
call you in the next couple days to check upon you.
okay. Then he
Okay?
immediately
Have a-
slinks out of
I open the door for him with one hand.
he
Can we
slinks out.
stand on either side? There's
Mhm.
a walk between us.
Yep.
And he slinks out, doesn't meet either one of your eye lines, and he's just as soon as he's out of 10 feet of you, he just runs, and the cloak is billowing behind him, and
I
you're
just
just
go, your Uber's driver's name is Roger.
Also, lose the cloak. It's really tacky.
Oof. That is rough coming from Val.
yikes.
Yeah. I go, punching a kid in the face.
Look, I'm just doing my job. He was a hooded figure. He was murmuring something under his breath. I took
Don't you have
action.
a taser or something?
No.
Oh my fucking god, we're gonna have to get you one. Wait, you're a professional. You don't.
No,
What kind of security school did you go to?
a different plane of existence one?
You must have gone. I don't even question that. I don't even question it. Like the shit that I see now. I don't question things anymore. I don't. I go, sure, okay, excellent, great. We're gonna teach you some things. Also, de-escalating with your words is a thing. De-escalation with your words. Use your words sometimes is more powerful than your fists.
Well, he looked like he was about to do something to me, and I didn't really have anything to.
Did you see how big he was and how big you are?
And do it. Don't tell me how to do it.
Look how big you are. You're a big man. That kid was what? Like $1.20 soaking wet.
Yeah.
You could have killed him with how hard you hit him.
But I didn't.
No, you didn't this time.
Look, I know very well the amount that it takes to kill a person.
I'm sure. Apparently also children, and I walk out.
This was good. I'm satisfied.
You guys get back, and at this point, like Allie and the band are like just kind of like having like polite conversation. Adrian and Dante are basically herding the kids back, and they're getting ready. And Oleg says like, "Hey, we're gonna bring the kids back home. I'll meet you at home."
Sounds good.
Okay.
I had to go help Val scold a young man.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. And he looks at you like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah,
Okay.
a very confused kid needed some advice.
He just, I'm just, not gonna.
No, don't worry about it.
With that one.
No, don't. It's not even worth it.
Okay. Okay. Allie's talking about some sort of like after party at a bar. So if you're gonna go, I'll just let me know and I'll meet up with you there.
I don't plan to. I mean, what time is
it? By this time, it's about 10:30ish. But Allie is talking to Malia and Dante, and she's saying, "Yeah, I heard about like this. It's like a bar, kind of like pretty close to here. It's a drag bar, and like, there's some sort of like, apparently like it's really good drag, really fun drag performances. If you guys, we're probably gonna go and we're gonna,
I'll look at Val. I'll look at Val and go, "Need a co-pilot tonight?"
If you want to, sure.
Sure, why not? I'll give you some official capacity tonight. Plus, I could use a drink at this point.
Okay. So you guys get ready to go, and it doesn't take Allie and the rest of the band to like get ready. Allie like changes into another perfect outfit, and then you guys kind of like get into not the tour bus, but like kind of like a speeder, like a speeder van that's like been renovated to have like some seats and like just for chilling. You take like a 3-block drive down to like the bar, and it's a bar called Fame. And you go in, and as soon as you go in, and like everybody, like the bouncer sees like Allie and like the rest of the band members, they immediately like open up the thing. They don't charge you cover. And you go in, and like it immediately like blares. There's like a immediate like blaring of like just pop music, 70s disco, and then like you guys get set up, and like you guys get set up in like a private like booth almost, that's like overlooking the stage. But you're not like, it's kind of like us beside the stage, so that like the drag performers can like go up to you guys too, and like if you're gonna tip them. Cassie, what are you doing?
Oh, I get to speak now. Awesome.
I'm sorry. I feel bad.
No. Yeah. Anyway, so I am like getting ready. I'm very nervous because I'm about to do is like a little different from I've usually done.
Okay.
So I'm like just going over it in my head and like hoping that everything turns out correctly.
Okay. You you had gotten here before, like maybe I want to say 45 minutes prior. Uh, Threll finally got through all of the extra paperwork of dealing with uh, Barris's disappearance. Um, um, and true to his word, he made it to the bar. Um, and you saw him as you
Even
were
though I told him he didn't need to be here.
uh, and he's again nursing another drink. Um, and Davis, give me a perception check. Yeah, give me a perception check.
It's cocked. That is, if I can read it, that's an 18. Yay.
Yeah.
18. Oh, it's plus 20. It's like a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like 7 more.
Okay. You.
Because wait.
Yep.
Because I know that Thrill is here, I've like cast like disguise self just so that I look a little different, even in drag.
Uh-huh. I remember. Don't worry.
Okay, just making sure.
Davis, you you go up to the bar and you are waiting, and then ahead of you, holding Corona beer. Sorry, the C word beer. Is he turns around and it's Threll.
Evening, boss.
And he sees you and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing here?"
Well, we were invited to go see Allie and the Donnas. Apparently, my boyfriend is a fangirl. And so we took him and a bunch of the kids from the Brownstones to see them. Then we, I got them backstage just to meet them, and they nearly, had a heart attack. And then, I don't know. And then Allie said that there was an after party at a thing, and I kind of figured Val could use some backup, and so I'm doing a little private moonlighting with him for tonight.
All right. Cool.
But I'm going to have a drink because it's been a night, and I'm technically not on duty.
Hey, man. I'm technically not on duty either.
Why are you here?
Oh. Cassie does.
I go, what?
Cassie does security here. Yeah, and I'm just making sure that she's fine. It's fine, like
insight check.
Go for it.
No, it's a 2. I'm already inebriated.
Yeah, I mean, like everything seems fine. He's, not drunk.
He's above board.
Yeah.
He's just a himbo. He's just a himbo.
Okay. And he just does security and on the weekends.
So
extra money.
She invited you to be here?
No, but it's more of just a making sure she's okay kind of move,
But you know what she did for a living, yes?
Yeah.
Do you think she doesn't need you to make sure she's okay?
I'm not saying she needs me. I'm just saying that I'm here to support
her as she works security.
Well, it's a fun bar, and I'm not gonna say no to a drink once in a while either.
Okay, I'm just
Plus, I mean, like,
Just
there's like there's one of the drag queens is fun, and she's really nice, and like I like
okay.
watching
I'm
her.
just asking. I'm just asking. Don't get too hot and bothered, boss. Just $50 million woman does security at a drag bar. That's really interesting. I have to ask her some questions about that. Not that she really needs the money. Um. Okay. Hey. And I
We all
like
have hobbies. Come on.
We all have our
true.
hobbies.
I just clinked his beer with my glass.
And he just kind of like, there's a moment where he looks like he's like a little confused, like, hey, yeah, why? Okay. Um. So as you're going, you see that the like Val, you and Allie are talking, and there's the regular hustle and bustle of the bar, like and the club, but like it's not so bad that you can't hear each other talk, especially because she's talking so close to you. But she says like, "So what did you want? What did you want to talk about?"
You casted a spell on the man who fell.
Oh yeah, it was just a quick little feather fall. Make sure he didn't get hurt.
I'm pretty sure some production people saw you cast it, so you might want to handle that. I don't really know the term.
She's like, "Oh, it's
But
not
I did not know you did that.
I mean," and she kind of like looks a little bit embarrassed, but she's like, I dabble every once in a while. Like it's just one of those like natural thing, one of those things that comes naturally to me. You know, she like as
Do
she says,
you
she's like she does that like.
do you do it with your music?
Yeah, it's with the singing.
It is impressive.
Thank you. Um, I've always been able to do it, even when I was a kid. So yeah,
Well, it is really neat.
yeah. We it was the only thing I could do. We moved around a lot, so playing music and singing was like the way to keep forgetting that I didn't have a lot of friends because I kept moving around. So
Uh, don't have to tell me twice. I was raised by military, so
wow.
yeah, it was not fun.
And you're not from here, right? Like,
No, I am not. I'm not from here at all.
right. Hmm. Um. Well, I mean, like, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. Um, Sergeant Morgriff said that like if that were the case, it wouldn't. Like, yes, they want to make sure that like magic doesn't get, people don't realize that magic is real, but then like everyone's gonna find out eventually. It's just making sure not a lot of them know enough that it mass hysteria and all, but like so I think how many do you think like
At least like 4, 5, maybe.
I mean I'm sure it's
I left
fine.
I left the one you saved very confused because I made it seem like I caught him, but everyone else was staring awkwardly.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure. Like it seems I'm sure it's fine. And then she just like Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
I just thought I'd let you know. Another thing you should know, there was a boy at your concert tonight who tried to use a suggestion spell on you.
Oh.
But I stopped him.
Ew.
Yeah.
Really? Ew.
Yes.
I mean, it wouldn't have worked, but like, ew.
I just thought you should know. Agent Davis Crane over there has all the boys' information. If you want to put him on a list or something.
Sure, I will take that. Thank you.
Sure.
You're gonna have to come and get it for me first.
By that time, everyone, like the MC, Davis, you know him, you know her. It's Crystal Bethany, and she is she looks a little deranged today. She's wearing like a full-on like black bodysuit that has like gold trimming, but she's also wearing like the nastiest, kind of ugliest fox fur stole around her neck, and then like a fox fur hat under like on over top like very nicely coiffed like blonde hair, a la like Katya in the early days of Drag Race.
Okay, yes, okay.
And she's just like,
yes.
She's like, okay, so everybody, you like the next performer, you know her, you love her, she's my daughter, Victoria D. Muse, and everybody in the drag bar like completely loses their mind. Again, I gotta do some rolls in the background first. Okay. First roll of the night, Cassie, is a deception roll.
Okay. So that makes 5. I'm gonna take a photo.
Please do, because this is gonna get real funny real fast.
Did you say 5? A 5?
Uh-huh. Okay. And then give me...
so deception.
Deception, yes.
Wait, so deception, so that's 25.
What?
Oh, that makes 5 D20. 5 natural 20s, I mean, sorry.
What?
Oh, you rolled a natural 20.
He rolled a natural 20.
Okay, I was like, what? Okay.
Oh, did that not...
I completely just... I didn't understand what you were saying.
That's 5 tonight.
Yeah,
tonight, and not one of them was me.
Okay. Cool. Val and...
So yeah, 25.
Okay. Val and Davis, both give me perception checks, please.
Modified 20?
A modified 20?
Oh my god. Really?
2.
Okay.
I rolled
I will give perception.
Honestly, that's facts.
6, 9 altogether.
Okay. Cassie, you kind of like hastily put this disguise self spell together like right before going on because you were getting a little
I've
bit
also
nervous.
been drinking.
And everybody else has been drinking and everything. So you kind of have the feeling that like the spell is intact and no one's the wiser. For now, anyway. Give me a performance check with advantage, please.
Okay. Just one?
Yep.
Eh. Um, performance. That is an 18.
18. Okay.
Yes.
Describe what you're doing for this performance.
Um, okay, follow me. So, um, it's to Ain't Nobody, but it's the Kelly Price version, not the
Okay.
Shaka Khan version. Um, if you've ever heard it, you know exactly why I'm picking the Kelly Price version. I'm basically wearing like Kennedy Davenport's outfit from when she lip synced to Greenlight and sent Milk Home.
Okay.
So it's like this like black like coat like with the um black like velvet gown underneath with like all of these stones and everything and this very big pageanty hat. It's like that's what I'm going for. Like this
Okay.
very pageanty like performance.
Okay.
And so at first it's a little shaky just because I don't like. I'm basically doing a performance that would be done like by a Latrice
Okay.
or like a Lady Ray Couture, and so it's like a why is this skinny black girl doing this? Like, it's very confusing.
Okay.
Out of my face.
Yeah, and but like as the song goes into like the second verse, I kind of like get my footing in it and start like doing all of the like pageant staples with like the handkerchief and like just exaggerating all of the like ad libs and
Yep.
everything and like playing with the audience and like throwing the handkerchief over people's faces is when they're acting crazy.
Yep.
And then like in like the last part is like all just like Kelly Price screaming and hollering with like background vocals. So I'm just like hamming that up. And then like right with like the last like belted high note, I like tear the wig on my head like into like down the middle a la Silky Minaj. There's like and there's like a bop.
Oh my god.
And this is and because this is like an enchanted wig, like I throw the remnants of it and it like materializes into like glitter and like dancing lights. And yeah, that's the performance. And I have been waiting weeks to describe this.
God. So Valen Davis, you see that like this drag performer who looks like beautiful, first of all, does this like crazy performance. It's like comedy pageant and like a little bit like slapstick. And at the
Yeah,
end,
sort of.
she rips the wig in half and it turns into like glitter and like like dancing lights, and everyone's just she's making the rounds of like getting like tips and stuff. Everybody's handing her fives. There's a few people who hands her like 20s, and then you see her walk towards Threll, who like is holding out a 50, and he's smiling like really really like it's not so much like a I'm enjoying the performance, it's a I'm admiring what's happening in front of me, and holding out a $50 bill as a
Do I see this?
Oh yeah.
Isn't that your boss?
Is he like right next to me still?
No, you're in the booth. He's about like maybe 20 feet to the right of the booth.
I take out my phone and I go, Charity, huh? Send.
Wait, what?
Charity, huh? And then Cassie, as you go closer to Thrall and grab that 50, you take it and you do your regular like flourish of like, like making a show of taking the bill, and then like you see it's a 50 and you're like, oh, okay, great, and you kind of like wink at him, and then you kind of like you walk away. Davis, you see a little bit of confusion on Thrall's face as this drag queen takes the $50 bill, sachets away, like struts away, continuing the song.
Hey, better.
I was like, wait, no, wording.
I look at my drink and I
Phrasing.
go. I look at my drink and I go, it's a little empty. I'll be like, I'll be back, Val. And I get up and I walk over to the bar where Thrall is.
And Thrall is kind of like looking really confused. And he's just like,
first, I'll, like back towards him at the bar, going, first time getting hit on by a drag queen?
No.
You sure? You look kind of natural at it. And I'll go, yeah, I'll take another old fashioned.
And the bartender, who is like this short, stout little, he's got muscles. He's shirtless. He's got like like a mesh shirt on and like booty shorts, and he's like pretty ripped. He looks and like looks appraisingly. Has the illusion over his eyes, but he takes your money, makes you the drink, and like slips a coat. Like there's a coaster, like a napkin, and like on the napkin is his number.
I'll take it and put it in my pocket just so that it makes him feel good.
And he just kind of like, and then goes back to doing his job.
I don't want to make him feel bad by like saying, "I'm sorry, hon, but I'm spoken for," and he's like a 6
Literally, no one said anything.
6 foot, 300 pound, like, dude. But he'd be like, I'm just like, you're nice, just in case something goes wrong. I'll keep that in my pocket. Because options.
Wow.
So, hey, I'm just saying. Hey, you know what? I'm coming from a I don't want anybody kind of thing. My character is just like, I'm alone, whatever, and and kind of like stumbled into lone kitty, and I stumbled into this. I don't know.
But Thrall beside you again is looking pretty confused for a second, and then he just
be like, "Are you?" And I come back with my drink, and I go, "Are you okay? Are you going to be okay?"
And he says,
If you're gonna come to a drag bar, and give that much money out, be prepared to get hit on just a little bit. Just a little bit.
And he like
they can read the room if somebody's uncomfortable.
And he just says, I think that drag queen's wearing a disguise.
Yeah?
Really?
No. And he just kind of like, no, stupid. I mean, like...
I go, really? You're a detective. Wow.
Very good.
Is that how you made Sergeant?
Think in disguise.
He's like,
my
They're
feet.
not really a woman.
Woman.
Wait
No.
a minute.
No, and he's like, no, stupid. Like, the face is a disguise. No, it's a magical disguise.
Certainly is magical.
Nope.
What's
No.
that?
It's a magic spell to
Keep
hide
going,
the
keep going.
face.
Mm-hmm. I think you're a little out of your element, boss.
Where's Cassie?
Who do you there you go. Who do you think it is hiding from you in a drag bar? Well, why would they hide from you? And also, why are you worried that it is a magical disguise? And if it is, damn, good for them.
And he says, where's Cassie?
Probably doing her job. If you can't see security, then they're probably doing a very good job at it.
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on, baby.
That would be a good time to roll it.
Tonight's not my night. Persuasion?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. 12, 15 altogether.
Okay.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
There's a little bit of like the cogs are turning in the brain, but then like you're like, well, it's a drag bar. Everybody's in disguise, and like, why would it matter in the first place? And then it just kind of like you hear the cogs just like screech to a halt, and you're like, okay. You just I just maybe it was just like the trick of the light. There was a lot of strobe lights, and
Yeah. I look at him and like, so how many of these have you had?
two at the most.
How long was
Freaking
your
lightweight.
How long has your day been today?
Very long.
Have you eaten yet?
No.
And I just take the beer out of his hand and I put it on the bar.
I was gonna get some food after, when Cassie was done.
I look at the hot guy at the bar. I go, hey, you with the pretty face.
What's up?
Hey, you guys serve food here?
No, it's a club.
Do you know how many clubs I've been to that serve a great bar, including strip clubs? Don't give me that. Okay, cool. Is there a pizza place nearby?
Oh yeah, there's a burritos place like around the corner.
Nice. Cool. I'll give you a 20 if you order me a large pie.
A burrito pie?
Yeah, whatever. I've had like 3 drinks already. And I'm assuming since the guy gave me his number, he's also been pretty heavy-handed with the 4s. So
Fair.
that's how it goes.
Fair.
So I'm just like, whatever. I'm like, here. I slip him like a 50. Just get this guy here. I look at him, I was like, he's cut off. Get him something to eat, whatever he wants. Hey boss, I'm gonna take my drink from the bar, and I'm gonna go back over with the girls. This young man is gonna buy you something to eat. No, he's not hitting on you.
I could if you wanted. And the bartender is just like,
please, he's my boss. I don't want to make things more awkward than it already is. Get him a burrito. Get him something.
Girlfriend.
He also, girlfriend. He's only my work husband. Get him a burrito. Get him a whatever he wants. It's on me, boss. Sorry, you're feeling a little weird. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, see you tomorrow. And you leave him with the bartender, who is honestly making predatory eyes at Thrall a little bit.
I have his number in my pocket, don't I?
You sure do.
I literally take it out, put it in my phone, and I go, "Hey." I like literally text him, "Hey," with the eyes. Send.
And you see, like, he kind of like pulls out a phone. You don't know where he pulled it out of,
Don't
because
want to
he
know.
was wearing very short shorts.
I don't want to know.
And he just kind of like looks, and then like looks at you, makes eye contact with you, and then like rolls his eyes, and then like goes and like, you know, like orders something off of like Skip. And then
I go, the rest of the whatever isn't spent on the gentleman's food is yours for the night.
And you see him like a bit. He gives you a thumbs up and like blows you a kiss, and then
I straight my glass.
And then the rest of the night is well spent. And by the time, Cassie, you're done, it's about like 12:30 p.m. And
Okay.
Thrall doesn't seem like much is different. He, you know, it seems like he got a little bit too sauced up at the bar, but other than that, he's fine. And
he got a good burrito in there.
Yeah, he welcomes you back, and like you go home, and
Can you drive there?
No. You take like a nice cool walk. You're getting the last bits of like fall in before like the snowfall starts.
Oh, okay. With my 2 giant buckets of tips.
You made a lot of tips tonight. I'm gonna say with that, like the 18,
which Thrall like sees nothing wrong with,
and like
nothing at all. Nothing wrong with this.
The natural 20, I would say you probably made, I want to say $350 in tips.
Okay.
Cool.
But when you get home,
I will write this down somewhere.
Donates it to a children's home.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, you and Thrall, kind of like go through your nightly routine, and your Thrall is already lying in bed. He's kind of like conked out, and you're getting everything you're getting ready in the bathroom, and you're reaching for something in your medicine cabinet, and you kind of like close it, and in the mirror is your sister for a split second, and then you blink your eyes, and it's done. It's back to your reflection. And as you're going, you're like, "Oh, that's
interesting."
Give me an Arcana check.
Arcana 24?
24?
Wait. 25.
25. With a 25, you're kind of just like doing stuff, and you're kind of like, oh, that was weird. Like, did I just see Tony or no? And then You splash your face with some cold water, and you look up. And for a second, in the reflection again, you could swear you could see your mom. A woman, older, a little bit like fuller in body than what you remember. She's wearing like a set of like cloths that are like loosely wrapped around her body, I want to say a toga, but that's not exactly what it is. It's more of like she's used a set of like sheets to like wrap around her body to like almost like she's in the desert, to protect her. And hair is long, adorned with jewels, some brass like lining almost. And she's holding a it looks like a short sword, curved, almost like a sickle almost, but you're not really sure. And then when you look again, the image flash, like you blink and the image flash is gone.
That's weird.
And as you think that, you hear a voice whisper, like you don't know if it's coming from within your head or like it's actually something whispering in your ear, but it says, "It's almost time. You're almost ready. I'm so proud of you." And then
nothing.
And then we cut away.
Oh.
And a woman it cuts away to a dark forest. The trees are all like full, but like almost like they're dying. Like the trees are dying, and like the branches and like the twigs are all gnarled, and it casts like crazy shadows on the ground. Moonlit, brightly moonlit, with like a moon that seems like way too big to be normal. And her smooth, dark skin is, some of it is like marred at the arms with like slash marks and like bleeding, like not oozing cuts, but like fairly deep that are starting to staunch themselves and coagulate and like slow down. And in one arm that's like pressed up against a man's side, and the other arm is holding onto his arm as she's like supporting him as they're walking out of this like gnarled forest. Tony Coleman looks to this man and says, "We barely got out of there. Are you okay?" And the man, who is hurt pretty profusely, but not life-threateningly, limps in time with Tony and says, "Yeah, he got away, but We'll get him. Then we can take care of that other business that I need you for, she says. Once we're done, I'm going to go help my sister. And he says, I know. That's where I'm going to. And Tony says, what? And that's where we'll end tonight.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Theories.
I'm so excited. That was so much fun. Oh my god, that was so much fun, guys. I'm like, Kevin, honestly, this new element that you've brought to the story, I'm like, ooh, I'm so excited. Ooh, what's gonna happen now?
Gives you a lot to play with.
Well.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so everybody, that's been this next episode of The Dark River. Be sure to hit that follow button wherever you see it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you've been chatting, cool, great. We'll have seen you. Future me will have probably replied to your chat. So,
hi, future me.
Hey, future us.
I'm good. Future
us.
So once you see this, and if you like it and you want to see more of this story, please hit that follow button. Support this channel, and we'll get you more of this. I love DMing for these people; they're awesome. And who knows if it blows up, there might be more stories on this channel, DM'd by other people. So, who knows? But anyways, we hope that you liked it. We hope you come back next week. And like everything else, until we see you again, stay sweet, stay safe. We love you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.